mm, part of me doesn't want to watch it. I'm not gonna lie, Division 2, part of me doesn't want to watch it purely for the fact of just what happened with Division 1, with the lying of the Division 1's trailer. You know, it was it looked so stunning, and then it was nothing of what it was there, and then how off the game was from what it should have been. With just everything from visuals and gameplay and everything, and it just, I don't like it when they do that. But let's take a look at it. Land of the Free.
How could this have happened here?
America, you enjoyed it? Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's not enjoyable. I'm sure anybody can enjoy any game. I didn't personally.
Of all the
like
nations on Earth,
Xbox didn't know anything about it prior to playing it.
None.
Okay.
More vigilant.
The trailer they originally showed, the game looked like so
Safeguarded.
stunning, and then
Prepared.
looked nothing like it.
Was it
Like, it
vanity?
worries me, like, when you see parts like this, it makes it look like this might be like a game footage situation. So you got all this junk around, right? Now, in the Division 1, that's exactly what they did in the trailer for Division 1. They used some insanely powerful computer to run the game for the recording. And had just all of these elements. Like, it looked like the streets were littered with tons of stuff, and they were walking down the streets of New York. And then when the game actually released, you could see that portion of, like, the demo that they were showing for the trailer, like, everything past that point pretty much was nothing like that point in the game. All the map, like, they showed the map, and they were like, this is in-game footage. Like, it's not just that it was a trailer. They're like, this is in-game footage. They showed the map, which was, like, looked like it was gigantic. It had sectors on the map in that screen that weren't released in-game till, like, way after the game was released. It was just like everything about the trailer did not depict anything that was actually in the real game. The streets weren't as littered. It was like you'd see like a little pile over here instead of like everything out in the street, like this bike and stuff like that. That's what like the first one was. So that's why like I'm like watching this like, but is that really gonna be how it's gonna look?
Bad luck.
Or
something more sinister.
Is that really gameplay there?
One thing is
like,
beyond
clearly
question.
these are just movie parts.
This is where we push back. This is our defining moment.
See, like, look at the street. You see how much junk's on the street there? Look at that. See? Is this what it's gonna look like? I doubt that. These are just movie scenes here.
We are the free world's last line of defense.
Okay. Pre-order for access to private beta, March 15th, 2019. Okay. Division 2. See, it's another Ubisoft title. I don't know. So let's see what is it going to be on. So of course, another pre-order where you're going to get a hazmat outfit and the Lullaby exotic shotgun. See, now that worries me. What's the difference between the Lullaby exotic shotgun and the regular shotguns? Is there a difference between the Lullaby shotgun and the regular shotguns? Why is someone who's going to pre-order going to get a shotgun that's different than someone else's shotgun? Are they going to then take that further and have microtransactions that are going to allow you to have a different weapon than someone else that also paid $60? I don't like also pre-ordering to get into, betas. I think that betas should just be open. I really do. Because you can't return a pre-order, unless you go like GameStop and only pre-order with $5 or something to then pay the rest later and just be like, all right, I didn't like the thingy, and then, not gonna do it or something, and you don't pay the rest of it and just let GameStop eat your $5, or something like that. That's probably the intro of the game, then turns out into crappy graphics. Yes, what happened with the first one? Maybe it's a skin. I don't think that. I mean, it says exotic shotgun. it doesn't say like exotic shotgun skin. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was a skin, it would have to say like skin, I would guess, you know. And there is a difference in the shotgun. One is a regular shotgun, the other one is the Lullaby exotic shotgun. Like if you watch The Division, I'm sure something's gonna pop up. What has Division turned into? Gameplay part 1. Let's see, the Division original trailer. E3 gameplay reveal North America. So 5 years ago. I'm sure someone. Okay, so the Division E3 2013 versus now graphics and gameplay comparison.
One,
so let's see.
2, 3.
This is by Eurogamer.
Remember when Rainbow Six was announced and it looked like this? Or when Ubisoft do seem to have a habit of...
So this is E3 footage here. You can see a lot of stuff here and everything. The streets are pretty full. So Jaina, since you've played it, you can chime in here if you want
gameplay
with
reveals.
possible differences of what you've seen in the real game.
And B-roll from a recent press event in hand, I thought it'd be fun to...
So let's see.
Okay, so in this first section...
So this is the E3. You see all the junk on the ground, how much... Like, the whole street is filled with cars and everything.
We can see there are realistic puddle reflections, lots of rubbish in the streets, and a light snowfall. In this footage from the current Xbox One version, which our features editor Martin Robinson
and then
captured,
this is the real
we
thing.
can see plenty of puddles that accurately reflect what's going on around them, although they don't seem as crisp and detailed as the ones in the E3 reveal. Perhaps this is due to the capture being taken from an Xbox One rather than a high-end PC, or maybe they just had to tone them down for the full release. Whatever the reason, at least it's a big step up from the lazily implemented window reflections in Watch Dogs. Now, I don't have the luxury of comparing in a crowded city and people just dropped everything and ran. While there are piles of rubbish...
I mean, look at the difference between that. Look at the difference between that. That is night and day. This looks like PS3 graphics here. Look at these cars and their textures.
Discarded items in the current version, these streets just look and feel a lot emptier than they do in the E3 trailer, and the positioning of the day...
Like, this is the same street. It's the same street. Trailer, game. Trailer, game.
A lot emptier than they do in the E3 trailer. The weather from 2 different locations and times of day, but it doesn't look like there have been any shortcuts made. Build. It's all located on the wristwatch and team build.
So
it's all located on the
map
wristwatch.
there.
Inventory menu worked.
If there's anything in the area.
Right, here's a good look at how the inventory menu worked during the 2013 build. It's all located on the wristwatch, and by selecting world stood in the middle, subject to list anymore. Majority of this loading in the Xbox One version. It's interesting to note as well that in the E3 build, the player marks his waypoint while still in this holographic view, whereas in the current build, it looks like you have to transition.
Like, it's not even close to the same thing. I mean, this doesn't look horrible. It's not the worst thing ever.
A more solid version
but
of
it's
the map
just
to
the
place
lie.
waypoints.
It's just the lie.
Let's take a moment to check out how the heads-up display has changed.
It's just the
rest of the squad are listed
the bait and
next to the
switch.
stats
Like,
and also
you
react
see
to player
this,
movement.
and it's being depicted like it's real gameplay. You know, it's being depicted as real gameplay.
It's also worth noting that
and then
there is
the
no
real
mini-map.
thing was nothing
Meanwhile,
like
on the Xbox
it.
One version, the HUD seems a lot more visible, especially the orange health bar. Again, it bobs along following the player's movement.
It's just a lie. It's just a lie. What actually came out was nowhere close. In this we're seeing on Xbox One, and we know the Xbox One was poop, but you'd expect that if you're commercializing that thing, it shouldn't be on like a $10,000 PC is the only situation you're getting that, because only, 2% of the population of gamers can actually play that then? Like, that's ludicrous, you know? Xbox One was pretty poop. It was pretty poop. It wasn't really a good enough step up in my opinion. But so that's the reason why I worry about Division 2. That's what, that's what's on my mind with Division 2. I just hope that it won't be a similar situation. I hope that what they release is going to be a finished game, a balanced game, a game that's not going to be riddled by issues where they're going to be playing catch up the whole time. I hope they're going to be able to hit the ground running with a very finished experience and, and everything that was on it. So that's my thoughts on that. If you're watching on YouTube, hit like, golly. Next game!